grab my water. I have an audience today. While we're waiting for people to sign on, I'm going to run and get my water. I brought it up front.
That's what I forgot. I've got my water too.
Just gives a little something behind the balloon. Okay, I'm back. So this is probably going to be pretty quick Wing It Wednesday because I'm by myself today. Lori's off, and I have a couple people in the store, and I have a little audience. So we'll see. It was a quiet morning, so that means everybody's going to come in the afternoon. So I have some things to show you, and Mona's working Friday. And we have, so we'll be having another live on Friday with Mona at 2 o'clock. So you can look forward to that. And I'll be back on Saturday. And I have somebody working, so we'll be able to do a regular time frame. But anyways, I'm going to get started. We just got these in, and they're little craft keepers, and they store 12 by 12 paper. And they're great for when you have a project you're working on, or if you want to sort paper by different companies. It has two little buttons here, so this will kind of span out to a good, looks like 1.5 inches. Yep, 1.5 inches. And then you can use the second button. But we have these two because now, because of the plastic ban, we're not giving out 12 by 12 bags for paper. And it's just because, number one, it's like super expensive for bags and plastic or whatever now. And I just know that everybody has a million bags in the back of their car, just like me. Like everybody. So, and we've always been about recycling. We have our Bag Lady bags, and we started that over 15 years ago so that people weren't getting plastic and paper and so on, and just to have a recycle bag. And, so we started doing that way before it became popular. So we're asking everybody, and we have the sign at the door, to bring a bag in. But if you do buy a bunch of paper and you need a bag, we have these at the register. These are $1.99, so these are nice. And we love these too. These are $2.50, and I tell everybody, get one of these and just stick it in your car. The nice thing, it is a little bigger than 12 by 12, so once again, it'll store your paper for leaving the store, but the fact that it's zippered, so if it's raining out or snowing or something, it'll protect it. And it doesn't take a lot of space, so you can clearly just stick it under the seat of your car. But people that have gotten these love it, and it's a heavy plastic. Just started putting, like when you're working on a project, to put all your pieces in here so everything is together. So I just wanted to kind of show you those. Yeah, I think it's a really good idea to have those. So a couple things that just came in, a T-square, and it's an inexpensive little ruler, and it's really nice to use a T-square. And let me just kind of show you, a lot of times if you're kind of lining something up, to get a straight line, whether you're putting stickers or stamps or something like that, the T-square comes in really handy. And so you can see your different increments in inches and centimeters and so on. And the fact that it's like super cheap. And I know that the Misty lady just kind of came out with a new T-square, or you get one in one of her packages, but this is like way less expensive. So a T-square, nice tool. There's the new release is today for Heartfelt Creation. These are on pre-order, so if you want any of these, you can just let me know and I will order them for you. And this is the new Wild Poppy Bouquet. And each comes with a stamp and a die. And you know how much we love Heartfelt Creations, the way they cut. They just, cut so close to the design. A lot of companies have that little white space. These are just cut so intricately. So this first one, the Wild Poppy Bouquet, you got these two stamps are in the set, and this is what I used to create a sample. So on here is the little vase and the poppy, and I did an additional flower on each one, and I created layers. So on the side, you probably can see how I popped up, and this is a third layer, this little part right over here, and I did use Wink Stella on it. This particular layer probably has 2 pop dots. This has 1. This one probably has 2, just so that you get this kind of dimension in here. And same thing with the leaves. The leaves are kind of glued a little flatter at the base underneath the flower, and then they come out on the sides. This is a Frantic stamper die. It's one of like an older one that we've had, and I just love and I use it all the time. The other card that I did, typically we always do like the pattern paper and the white background. Here I reversed it, so I put the pattern paper behind the oval die cut. And once again, you can see the different layers underneath here. So this one is the Wild Poppy Bouquet. The other stamps that come in this collection is the Wild Poppy Accents, and you get this beautiful like corner design and this poppy stamp and just the, I don't know if they call those pods on the poppy pods. And then the die comes with the 3 dies that will cut out each one of these. Then they have the Wild Poppy flower heads, and these will make the flower itself. And you have the coordinating die, and you get the different size poppies. And then they have the mold, which you can use then to create that ripple and ruffled ripple kind of design and texture that you'll get in your poppies. From Saturday, I finished up a couple cards. We showed the honeybee. This is the new peony, and I use the memory box paper pads because you get the multicolors right inside there. And so I found this is a new, from Creative Expressions, a new die, just a note to say, and I put that on the front and picked up some of the pinks. So it's kind of nice, starting something and then actually finishing it. I have a lot of things, like I have to go and I have to finish this one. So this will be next. I'll come up with something with these parts and pieces. I think a couple weeks ago when I was at Caitlin's, I showed you the acetate sheets and the glitter film that you use to put behind the acetate to create these cards. Well, these are the cards that I finished. So we have the acetate with the glitter behind it on white paper. And then on this one, I have the gold. So you can see that's a little bit darker. And we have this new set of foil dies, stamp and die from Memory Box. It's for foiling. And it comes with the shadow die. And we have hello. We have a happy birthday. We have birthday wishes, and we have just a note. And one of the things I personally struggle with are sentiments with the foiling. I will honestly tell you that I used these last night. I put all 4 of them on my glimmer plate, and individually I put the foil on them, and this was my first whack at it. They all turned out beautifully. So I was like super impressed that I didn't get a lot of that over foiling and they came out just that crisp, beautiful foil look. I'm going to send a note to Dave from Memory Box and suggest that they make a coordinating stamp. So for those of you that don't have the foil plate, you can still actually use the die that comes in here if he made a stamp, because I think a lot of people would want the stamp and the foil plate and the die. And the price point I didn't think was bad at all. You know, the Just a Note, the birthday wishes, and the hello. I think the hello is maybe like $8.50 or something like that. But I love that. And look how pretty that looks just on there. I mean, it was just a nice touch to it. So these are the new hot foil plate and cutting dies from Memory Box. Since we were doing hot foiling and I was cleaning my my desk up, I finished this is the hot foil plate, the Magnolia Glimmer Blooms. So here you have it, and then I just colored it in with my Copic markers. Once again, I had a Creative Expressions die that I did in gold, and I put the little Pink Fresh gems on there. And this one I like too. I want to show you, I did this one in a different color palette. And this is pewter. And I love the way that turned out too. So this is the pewter foil and this is the gold. And the foils come in a ton of different colors. So that's the Magnolia Glimmer Blooms plate. Back in stock, we sold out of these quite a while ago. This is the Decal Cutting Die, and this one is from Stampendous. And you can see you get a lot of, you get these edges, and then you get the rectangle plate, and then the layer, another decal plate inside, a layer, decal plate, corners, and so on and so forth. And this one is from Stampendous. So check, I know a couple of you out there already have them, but we had kind of a wish list, and it took a long time to get them, but they're back in stock. We just got these two from Creative Expressions. Yes, they look rather large, but this is what they used in the Jamie Rogers class that's coming up this weekend for you ladies that are taking that class. But you can also use these larger dies, especially if you have the switch or you have the crossover machine. These plates will fit on here because you can fold these in half and make like a slimline card that has that design edge on it. And these coordinate with this so that you can do layers and so on in this design. And these are the Noble collection. They're stitch squares, A and B. And another little show and tell. Kim made this. This was the die from Honeybee. I did a sample just in paper, and here she did it in felt and then padded it a little bit. And yes, these dies will cut felt. All of them. The majority of our dies, I think we've cut felt and have not had an issue whatsoever with it. Doesn't have to be a steel roll die. So that little bee is adorable. He'll be hanging up on our display. And coming up, we have the Curator's Botanical book class. This is from 49th and Market. And I kind of finished decorating a lot of my pages yesterday. So I just wanted to show you kind of a little finished look. It's not completely done because for purposes of showing in class, I might have to like take something apart, just to show you. It's easier if it's not completely done. So this, we have the class coming up. We also, if you can't make the class, we have instructions. Even if you can do the base work in class. There's some tags in here. There's a beautiful die cut. Is helpful because the decorating is a personal thing, and you can do that on your own. Here's another little fence, and this opens up, has little pockets on this side, little pockets on this side. And then these all, you can store things inside. So this is a Curator's Botanical book class that's coming up. So it's kind of nice to have something complete. Cross that off my list. So I think that's it for now. I have a couple people in the store. So yeah, you can talk. It's fine. I have a couple people in the store, so I'm going to go help them. So if anybody has any questions, I'll just wait a second. But don't forget, kind of put on your notifications. We'll be doing a live this Friday at 2 o'clock with Mona, and we'll be back on Saturday for more show and tell. So it's a beautiful day. It's actually my husband's birthday today. So it's Mark's birthday. So we're just gonna go to his favorite burger joint. That's what, with my brother and his wife. So we'll celebrate his birthday, and then actually tomorrow is our wedding anniversary. Yeah, when we got married, we thought it was really cute that we would put our wedding, like we picked a date close to Mother's Day and his birthday, like then he would never forget our wedding anniversary. But between Mother's Day, his birthday, and our anniversary, it's like a jam-packed week. So yeah, we'll be married, I think, 38 years. Isn't that crazy? I survived. No, he's probably thinking the same thing. So, but anyways, everyone have a wonderful day. Enjoy the beautiful weather, and we'll see you on Friday at 2. Take care. Thanks for joining us.